Welcome back to my channel. This video I'm going to be doing quite a simple painting really, and I'm using my hot press paper, which I believe is Arches £140, but don't quote me on that because I'm not quite sure. It's just some of the paper that I've got left. I would prefer to use a cold press. That's my sort of first choice, but I'm using this one today. You can see I've got my paper taped to my board, and the board is about a 40-degree angle, somewhere like that. So I'm starting off, I did use the Hake brush just to cover some of the sky area, and then the first colour I'm using is actually yellow ochre, and this is with my Da Vinci round brush. And so, actually it's not, it's my Isobay. I think it's size 2/0. So it's quite a nice brush, holds plenty of water, and I wanted to use this just to get some of the details in the sky. I'm not looking for anything too complicated, but I do want a few colours in there. I want some white, I want some soft edges, and I do like to go in with yellow ochre first. So it gives that nice warm sort of look in the sky. And then obviously I want to add some darker tones as well underneath the clouds, so it gives me a nice dramatic looking sky. So as I come down the paper, I'm using longer strokes, so that gives the impression of distance. So the top of the paper, you want to create these bigger cloud shapes, just bigger shapes in general. And then as you come down to the horizon line, you can see I'm just pulling the paintbrush across the paper. And then oftentimes what I like to do is tilt my board so that any loose, any wet pigment will flow to the side and not straight down. Now I've left the painting, you can see I've done a little bit of pencil work down at the bottom, and there's just a little bit of paint that I'm not happy with. Sometimes this happens when you leave your paint to dry. So all I'm doing to remedy this is I'm just wet a brush and then just rubbing it over the area. It's just a bit too dark and a bit too much of an edge for me. And so with a wet brush I'm just going over it, scrubbing it, and then cleaning out the brush, and then going in with a damp clean brush, just lifting the majority of the paint out, and hopefully that does look quite a little bit better. So I'm happy to go ahead and carry on with this painting. So I have added a few little buildings in this scene, and then I want to create a bit of a mountain sort of backdrop. And this scene, it could be almost like a Greek desert scene with the long, I don't know what sort of trees they are, but the trees that you see famous in Italy and places like that. These sort of like fir trees, I'm not sure. But I wanted to create something quite nice and really quite simple. So as you can see, using the grey that I used in the sky, just coming across the paper, nice and simple. And then as I come down, I'm adding a little bit more water to the brush and adding that to the pigment above. So you get this nice sort of layers, this layered look, and that gives a little bit of mysteriousness to the mountain range. So there could be sort of mist, or just adds a little bit of interest and yeah, a bit of mystery to the mountains. And now just a bit of the same yellow ochre to the foreground coming forward. So like I said, it's more like a desert scene. So there's not really too much going on in this one, but I think it's something that if you are struggling with watercolour, if you're a beginner, and this is perfect video to just practice your skills. And sometimes that's what it's all about, just getting getting used to your brushes and just trying different techniques and seeing what works and what doesn't. Some things do work and some things don't, even for myself, even after years of trying. It's still trial and error, it's still figuring out things as you go. I just thought it'd be nice for this painting that I'd have these nice red roofs on these buildings. So in all, it's quite a soft, delicate watercolour, and the strongest colours now I'm doing in this area. So the buildings, the trees, they're all going to be quite dark, quite defined, quite strong in the painting, and that's what I'm after, something like that. So it's quite easy on the eyes and just quite simple to paint as well. But let me know what you think in the comment section. If you are liking this video so far, please do give me a thumbs up. I'm really getting some nice feedback just lately on my videos. So if you won't be too kind, just to leave us a comment and give me a thumbs up, and it really does help my channel to just, it helps the algorithm push my videos and my channel out to more people, and that's what I'm looking for at the moment. If you do want to watch any more videos for beginners, then do check out the other. I've got playlists on my channel now, quite a lot of videos aimed at beginners to the more advanced. You can always check out my videos there. There's always something that you will find quite interesting. If there's something you're struggling with, then just have a look at my channel. I'm sure there'll be something there that will help. Sometimes, especially in watercolor, less is definitely more. And this painting, quite delicate, quite nice and soft, but I like the contrast. You've got plenty of contrast in the buildings, the trees. And if you've not noticed what I'm doing here, and just to add some interest, some depth, some distance as well, it's nice to change the tone of the trees. So you might have one quite dark, quite prominent, and then you want to do some lighter ones as well, and maybe a little bit smaller, so it could be thrown back into the distance. And this gives a really nice effect. Quite simple, but really effective in not just this watercolor, but any of your paintings, if you want that depth. And also the shadow side of the buildings, quite dark, so that's quite nice as well. Gives a nice shadow side, so the sun would be sort of directly in front of the buildings or sort of to the side, to the right. But it's nice just to do these little touches to make a difference in your paintings. And you can see now how effective this painting is. It really is a simple one, really is quite straightforward, and I'm sure even beginners to watercolours could probably manage something similar. That says similar. Maybe choose an easier sky if you do struggle with skies, but I'm sure the rest would be quite straightforward. And I did forget, I've just added some little bit of pen. So there's a little post in front of the building, and I added a window and just a few lines here and there, mostly on the buildings, just to give definition. Well, I hope you like this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.